Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you, Rev. Thanks to everyone at the National Action Network, Chairman Richardson, Kirsten, all of your board members, my colleagues in government. It's great to be here. Always an honor with Hazel Dukes and a lot of folks I've known and worked with in the movement for a long time. My colleagues in local government. Well, we got a lot of Erics here today. And we got the right Erics here today. We are here in a political moment, and I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment of tremendous challenge. The theme of the conference this year, everything is at stake, could not be more appropriate. But brothers and sisters, everything has been at stake for some time. What is the difference now? The difference is that the lines are more clearly drawn. The difference is that what was once hidden or said in whispers is now out in the open. It's there for us all to see. And as the Rev said, I've been coming to the National Action Network for a long time. You have spoken up about prejudice, about discrimination, about racism, about gender inequality, about injustices in our criminal justice and healthcare system for a long time. What is happening now? Millions of Americans who never would have thought to come to a National Action Network meeting are waking up to the same injustices. They are seeing clearly. And the challenge we face today is the challenge Dr. King posed to us many years ago. Do we take all of this energy, this outrage, this desire to protest, and let it go towards chaos or towards community? That was the juxtaposition he framed, chaos or community. The National Action Network, you have built a framework over decades that is needed now more than ever as all these Americans rise up and see the injustice and see it embodied in people like our so-called federal attorney general. I don't really think an attorney general is someone who says the great state of Hawaii is just some island sitting out in the Pacific with a judge on it. I don't think that an attorney general is someone who has been sued for prosecuting people whose crime was registering black people to vote. That's not really the way I envision a U.S. attorney general. Now, Eric Holder, that's someone who you can be proud of as an attorney general. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're from New York, I am your lawyer. I know sometimes Michael Hardy tries to convince you otherwise. But I am your lawyer. I represented you in the case of people of the state of New York v. Donald Trump, Trump University et al. And in the last few months, it's occurred to me there will be more cases where I will be representing you in people of the state of New York v. Donald Trump on a variety of issues. Because something, and I know Attorney General Holder will speak to this also, something the Rev said is very important. The organizing that is going on at the state and local level right now, the organizing of state attorneys general, local lawyers for cities, is unlike anything we've ever seen. What happened the first week Trump was in office? He issued this unconstitutional, un-American, anti-Muslim immigration ban. Attorneys general, including me, went into courts all over America. We saw where we would have the best opportunity to get a national injunction, doubled down on that case, blocked his immigration ban. Stopped him. The states have a lot of power. Now, National Action Network, you know how to teach these new activists, these new people looking for what to do, how to do it. You start organizing, you don't even go state, city, you organize corner to corner. Remember that? Organizing to take back corners in neighborhoods that are troubled. We are going to build from the ground up, and you are going to provide a framework for those who have to move from chaos towards community. What happened with the second immigration ban? We went into and got an injunction in a second court in a different state. The great state of Hawaii, which is not just some rock sitting out in the ocean, in spite of what Mr. Sessions may say. And last night we had another victory. We had a victory in a court declaring that they cannot pull federal funds from sanctuary jurisdictions. In every one of these cases, the federal government under Sessions opposed us. In every one of these cases, state and local lawyers, attorneys general, cities attorneys, fought the fight. We represent the same people the federal government represents. We represent the Constitution of the United States as much as they do. And no one is above the law, not the U.S. Attorney General and not the President of the United States. So as we move forward here, and I know Attorney General Holder's been traveling around the country talking to people about organizing from the grassroots up, taking over state by state. A lot of the action is going to be at the state level. We have got to seize power. You have got to challenge every other Attorney General in the country to follow along with us. As the Rev indicated, we've made a lot of progress in New York. We've done a lot to reform, thanks to Nan and the great organizing efforts over the last 20 years or so. We've reformed our criminal justice system. We repealed the Rockefeller drug laws. We bring the crime rate down while we bring the prison population down. Uniquely in the country, I am the special prosecutor, and we're the only state that has this, to take cases away from local DAs. If a police officer kills an unarmed civilian, you take that politics out of it. And between 2011 and 2015, we cut stops and frisks in New York City by 97%, and the crime rate went down. So let us take the examples of what we've accomplished in New York. Let us understand the power we have at the state level to model progressive governance, and when they do something that would hurt our people, we will fight them back in court, and we will win. That is my promise to you as your lawyer. Thank you. Take this conference as the chance to rise. It is now time for the National Action Network to rise to the challenge of showing people how to go from the chaos of protest and resistance to the community of a movement for social justice and equality, which is what this will become. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Have a great conference.
Let the board members come forward.